Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Several of my girls would like to introduce you to a team of scammers who call themselves Christ Van. First of all, they contacted Celia. Hello, how are you doing today? I'm fine, thanks, she said. How is your family doing today, and how was the weather conditions over there with you? They're fine, said Celia, it's wet and windy. It's my pleasure to meet you here. How's the weather conditions over there? Good. Where are you from? I live in Durham, said Celia, in the northeast of England. Where do you live? Nice place! Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the latest scammer fashion, pretending you know the place where your potential victim lives. You know Durham? Asked Celia. Yeah! How do you know it? My name is Christ Van. I'm from Etowah, Tennessee, but currently working under the Evergreen Shipping Company in a rig on oil exploration here in Ukraine High Sea. I'm a sailor engineer by professional. Congratulations, Cecilia. How do you know Durham? I got there on vacation, but I only spent 24 hours only. Where did you go while you were here? She asked. I came for work there. Are you sure? Asked Celia. I've been to so many countries. Yes, sure. Still sure? Asked Celia, copying the bit where you'd said, I go there on vacation. Yes, sure. What are you doing for a living? To overcome economic expenses and to sustain your family. So you lied when you said you came here on vacation. What on God's green earth does that even mean? Asked Celia. No, I don't lied. Oh, what would you call it? An untruth? Make-believe? Yes, I'm sure I can't lied. Okay? Obviously you can. Or to put it another way, which of these is true and which was a lie? I go there on vacation or I came for work there. One's true and one isn't, said Celia. Okay, I understand you now. I came for work. So you lied when you said I got there on vacation. And I don't spend much time there. Just only 24 hours. Where did you come for work? I think the answer you're looking for is yes, I lied. Ha, 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 he said. A mature man telling lies isn't funny, said Celia. You look beautiful in your profile, he tried. How old are you? Said Celia. Where did you come to in Durham? For work. 55, he said. What about you? I'm also 55. Where did you come to in Durham? For work. Continuing his way down the list, our man asked, So tell me, are you married with children? Or single mum? I'm divorced with an adult son. Where did you come to in Durham for work? How many times will I have to ask? Last year, he said. Where did you come to in Durham for work? Please learn to read. I forgot. Well, it's been a long time. Don't be idiotic, Cecilia. Where did you come to in Durham for work? You've never been anywhere near Durham, have you? You don't even know where it is. I hate men that tell lies because they think it sounds impressive. So funny, he said. No, Cecilia, a grown man telling childish lies isn't funny, it's idiotic. Goodbye. Why? Asked our hurt scammer. Durham Castle, he said, hastily Googling Durham. I'm a single father with 2 lovely daughters. I lost my wife in a car accident over 5 years ago when she was coming from shopping. ? What kind of business were you doing at the castle? Asked Celia. And for those of you that don't know Durham Castle is part of the university. Why are you asking me? She said, in reply to him putting a question mark at the end of his sentence saying he was a single father and he'd lost his wife. How would I know what she was doing? Are you sure you aren't just an idiot who's never been to Durham? Hey dear, he tried. Does that mean yes, I am an idiot who's never been to Durham? No, I don't. You're an idiot, he said. Okay, never mind. I've not been. I knew you hadn't, she said. So funny, said our man. Did you think pretending that you have sounded impressive? Because it isn't impressive. It just makes you sound like an idiot, even though you claim you aren't. He sent a photograph of a man with 2 young girls. Great, said Celia. An idiot with 2 daughters. Said our man. Yes, replied Celia. Well, I will appreciate us being good friends, in sincerity and honest, even do we just met. Forget honest, Cecilia, you started by lying. Try again. So, said our man, finally realising what she'd said, you called me idiot. Yes, Cecilia, because you're behaving like one, lying to me, pretending you've been to Durham when you haven't, and you know nothing about the castle here. Oh, sorry, he said, and then he sent a message saying, Since I lost my wife some years ago, I've married to my job, just my son and I. Your son, replied Celia. How old is he? Our man tried again, having unsent the previous message, as you can see if you're looking at the screen. Since I lost my wife some years ago, I've married to my job. Just my daughters and I. So son was another lie. Stop copying and pasting and write something sensible for yourself. Assuming you can, of course. No, I just made a mistake. Yeah, the mistake of copying and pasting the wrong line, said Celia. No. Yes. Please write something for yourself. Something honest and sensible. What's your work? I work as an engineer. Dare I ask what happened to your wife? What kind of engineer? What do you actually do? I work in oil rig. She have an accident. What kind of engineer are you? What do you actually do? Didn't ask you where you work. Ask what you do. I work in Durham. That doesn't tell you what I do, does it? And you know what's coming next? Too much question. No, just one question, Cecilia. What do you actually do? Well, don't you know what your job is? Because we already know you're an idiot and a liar. If you don't even know what your own work is, I'll assume you're an unemployed layabout. So this is your last chance to prove to me that you're real, educated, intelligent adult engineer, not a lying idiotic kid. So choose your answer wisely and carefully. Mature adult, educated engineer, or idiotic lying kid. Think carefully before answering. Our man thought carefully and said, Look, I don't have your time, okay? Hey dear, how are you doing? Okay, Cecilia, you've chosen idiotic lying kid. You clearly have no idea what job you're supposed to be doing. Goodbye. Okay, take care, he said. Hello, the next day. Are you on Google Chat? Oh, you changed from idiotic lying kid to mature educated gentleman if we use chat. I doubt it, Cecilia. Can I have your Gmail? Do you change from idiotic lying kid to mature educated gentleman if we use chat? She asked again. To which our man replied, Yes, my dear. How are you doing today, my dear? So on chat, you hand over to a colleague who knows how to act like a mature man. I don't believe you, Cecilia, but we can try it. And she gave him her email address. Over on chat, our mature, educated gentleman said, Hello, how are you doing? And sent a photograph of a man. Hello, replied Celia. I hope you can type in proper adult sentences, unlike your moronic mate on Facebook. You have one chance to show me that you're a mature, educated man and not the idiotic lying kid I was talking to on Facebook. To which our man replied, Really? Love makes not everyone, but the only one in your life who is special. Think that you're always there for me, to be with you, to cherish you, to fulfill your dreams, to share with you, and most of all, to make you realise how much I really love you. Most is your honesty and trust for this relationship to work out. Yes, really, replied Celia, and you chose idiotic lying kid again. Goodbye. No, he said. I am more interested in making good friendship with you, in honesty, trust and sincerity. Even though we just met each other, maybe, as time goes on, we may be more than friends. I really do think someone somewhere needs to write another list of freebies for the impoverished wannabe scammer. And you chose idiotic lying kid again. Goodbye, said Celia twice. I've typed that twice because of your obvious reading difficulties. To which our man replied, Hello. But by then, Celia had ghosted him. But he also contacted Annie. Hello, how are you doing? Good morning, Ed. Morning. How are you doing today, my dear? Good afternoon. I'm fine, thanks. I'm fine, thank God, he said. Where are you from? Were you expecting not to be? I live in Shaftesbury in Dorset. Where are you from? I'm from California, but I'm here in, guess what? Damascus, Syria, working as a military doctor, said a different member of the team. How old are you now? I'm 55. How old are you? 60. You look beautiful in your profile. So tell me, are you married with children or single mum? I'm divorced with 2 adult children. Do you think being married with children or a single mum are the only 2 choices? Are you one of those men who thinks a woman's only uses are cooking his food and having his babies? No. Well, I've been a widower for almost 6 years, but I have my precious son, Kelly. Keeping up with who he thinks he is, guys. Do you have grandchildren? No, my son is 13 years old boy. Please tell me what you do for a living. I work on the checkouts in a supermarket. What do you do? Well, actually, I'm an orthopaedic surgeon doctor, working with United Nations Embassy Suites. Right now, I'm here in Syria treating military seriously injured by terrorist What's a United Nations embassy suite? Asked Annie. I don't understand you. Explain to me. You said you were working with United Nations embassy suites. What's a United Nations embassy suite? She said, copying the bit where he'd said it. Hello? Are you there with me? Said our man, who clearly had no idea what he was talking about. It was 5 a.m. when you sent that. I was asleep. Since I lost my wife some years ago, I have married to my job. Just my son and I, he said, typing the sentence that had originally been typed to Celia by the person who realised he was supposed to have 2 daughters. What has that got to do with what I said? You haven't told me what a United Nations embassy suite is. Or would you just like type in random things in the hope I won't read what you say? Okay, said our man. Been waiting for the explanation, said Annie. Well, he tried to explain. I'm a surgeon and bone specialist doctor, but I'm currently on assignment here in Syria, regards to the war here, which I suppose it was new to you. And I also take good care of the injury soldiers here in Syria, he said. You still haven't told me what a United Nations embassy suite is, replied Annie. Or do you just like typing random things in the hope I won't read what you say? And no, it was not new to me, because you already told me you're in Syria, but I begin to think you can't even read, which would be odd for a doctor. Then, for some strange reason, a man thought he'd try his luck with Cassandra. I'm sure you can imagine how that went. Hello, how are you doing? I'm all right, I don't recognise your name. My name is Christ Van. I've heard of a camper van, but never a Christ van. Do you move around a lot? Hey! Are you there with me? Good morning. Is this one of those daft conversations where I say something and you give me a totally unrelated answer? Can we go back to the beginning, please? I don't recognise your name. Please tell me how I know you. I am more interested in making good friendship with you, in honesty, trust and sincerity, even though we just met each other. Maybe, as time goes on, we may be more than friends. I can be less interested in making bad friendship with someone who can't be bothered to read what I'm typing and has no idea how to even make a simple conversation, so I'll assume this is one of those daft exchanges where I say something, you ignore what I've said, and copy and paste the next idiotic paragraph from your list. To which our man replied, We've been a friend before, but I don't still recognise our past. Please, are you on Google Chat? When or where were we friends? I hope you aren't making up silly stories because you think it sounds impressive. It's a very silly, childish thing to do, unless you are a silly child. I think we're friends on Messenger or Instagram, he tried. This is Messenger, and I don't believe you. You really are just a silly child, aren't you? Goodbye. Our man sent a thumbs up and disappeared. He also thought he'd try his luck with Denise. Hello, how are you doing? I'm well, thanks. Trying to keep dry. It's raining hard today. I'm fine, thank God. Hello, how are you doing today, my dear? Did you send me a friend request so you could ask me the same question every day? If you did, just copy and paste my previous answer. It'll save us both a lot of time. Really? I was searching for an old friend of mine when I came across your wonderful, lovely profile, and I like it. And I sent a request so we can chat and know more about ourselves, if you don't mind. I'm more interested in making good friendship with you, in honesty, trust and sincerity, even though we just met each other. Maybe as time goes on, we may be more than friends. How unoriginal, said Denise. Good, replied our man. Where are you from? Out Mangalinia, but I live in Guildford. Where are you from? I'm from California, but I'm here in Damascus, Syria, working as a military doctor. How long have you been in Damascus? Well, I have 3 years contract with the UN Embassy, and I've been here for 1 year and 10 months, and I still have extra 1 year and 2 months left until my contract here is over. I didn't know the UN had embassies, to which our man replied, Really? Hello? Yes, really. Tell me about them, please. Are you there with me, he cried. Yes, I'm here, waiting patiently for you to tell me about the UN Embassy that you have your contract with. To which our hapless scammer replied, OK, and also disappeared. Moving swiftly onwards, our man thought he'd try Persephone. Hello, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. Do I know you? I'm fine, thank God, he said. Where are you from? I asked if I know you. Really? I was searching for an old friend of mine when I came across your wonderful, lovely profile, and I like it, and I sent a request so we can chat and know more about ourselves, if only you don't mind. OK, but it would probably have been quicker just to say that I don't know you. I'm more interested Been making good friendship with you, in honesty, trust and sincerity, even though we just met each other. Maybe, as time goes on, we may be more than her friends. More interested than in what? I am supportive and caring, and have a loyal and tolerant character. Very humble, honest, understanding and truthful. I'm very passionate, physical person that would want the same in a mate. Deeply romantic, optimistic. A mate? Are you a monkey in a zoo? Hello, replied our man. I'm beginning to think you just like talking to yourself, is that right? No, I like talking to you. You look beautiful in your profile. Then please type something original instead of copying and pasting stuff I've heard a gazillion times. It's so unoriginal and so boring. I don't copy and paste. Obviously you do. I don't like liars. So tell me, are you married with children or single mum? I'm not answering any more questions until you A, admit you copied and pasted, B, stop lying, and C, type something original for yourself if you have difficulty counting. That's 3 things. Faced with the awful realisation that counting up to 3 was beyond him, our man sent a thumbs up and disappeared. Undaunted, our man moved on to Seraphina. He was talking to Seraphina at exactly the same time in parts of this conversation as he was talking to Layla. I thought of trying to put the 2 side by side, but decided that would just be too complicated. But he was literally copying and pasting a paragraph or a sentence into Seraphina's chat, and then the same thing into Layla's chat. As you can probably realise from that, what he was copying and pasting didn't make any sense in the context of the conversation. It didn't take Seraphina very long to realise that. Hello, my dear, he said. How are you doing today? I'm very well, thanks. It's my pleasure to meet you here. Where are you from? I'm in Somerset. My name is Grice Van. I'm from Etowah, Tennessee, but currently working under the Evergreen Shipping Company in a rig on oil exploration here in Ukraine High Sea. I'm a sailor engineer by professional. Why are a shipping container company doing oil exploration? What's your job? He asked. Why are a shipping container company doing oil exploration? Well, I would appreciate us being good friends in sincerity and honest, even do we just met. Seraphina realised that having asked him twice and received completely unrelated answers, that there was no chance that he was reading what she said, and so she turned into Celia. Life on the ocean waves is wet and windy at times, she said. You look beautiful in your profile, so tell me, are you married with children or single mum? The sands of time run deep, especially at high tide. I am a single father with 2 lovely daughters. I lost my wife in a car accident over 5 years ago when she was coming from shopping. ? Itemised bills help keep money flow within budgetary constraints, replied Seraphina. Are you married with kids? He tried. Science museums help engage young people in fun and educational activities. Do you believe in distance relationship? Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle made such a noise the neighbours ran inside. Are you on Google Chat? The cow jumped over the moon, but realised it was a mistake when it landed and broke both front legs. I don't understand, my dear. The little dog laughed to see such fun. His owner shut him in the kitchen so he didn't upset the neighbours. And the dish ran away with the spoon, which was surprising, because who knew dishes can run? How you doing? I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills. I'm looking for a nice, caring and trustworthy woman who will love me and my only son, and I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with her, forever, okay? When all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Are you trying to get rid of your son, she said the following morning, and find someone else to take him, because you didn't mention him before? So I'm guessing you're happy to look after your daughters. Is there a reason why you don't want your son? Yes, I've already lost my son. Oh dear, poor boy. Why don't you want him? But I have 2 daughters only now. So you are trying to find someone else to take care of your son for you? He passed away. He died. Then why on earth are you looking for someone to take care of him? I think you don't understand me, he said. So Seraphina copied and pasted the bit where he said, I'm looking for a nice, caring and trustworthy woman who will love me and my only son. I'm looking for someone who's going to take care of my 2 daughters. Which bit of that didn't I understand? Said Seraphina, copying and pasting it again. Here's pass, he tried. As you can't decide whether you have one son or two daughters, I'll assume you don't actually have any children. You're just pretending to have children because you think it will make you sound impressive, and I don't find lying impressive. So only have two daughters now. Then why did you say I'm looking for a nice and caring and trustworthy woman who will love me and my only son? Why did you say this? Sorry, it was a mistake. Idiot, said Seraphina. Of course it wasn't a mistake. So he sent that same photograph of a man with two young girls. I know perfectly well that you don't have any children. Otherwise you'd know if you have a son or two daughters. My two daughters, he tried. So stop lying to me, please. No, they aren't. I don't understand. Please stop lying. You don't understand that you don't even know if you have one son or two daughters. Even a moron-level idiot knows if they have sons or daughters, unless you don't have children, and it's obvious you don't. So, this is your last chance to stop lying to me. I know very well that you don't have children, and you are lying to me because you think it sounds impressive. It isn't impressive, so tell me the truth now, or go away. I have two daughters only, my dear. Okay, goodbye, said Seraphina. Have you make friends or date any man working under the United States government before? He tried. Goodbye. Okay, he said. You don't work under the United States government. Another lie. Feel free to talk to yourself from now on. I have better things to do than waste my time talking to brain-dead idiots. Goodbye. And yet again, our man disappeared. And then finally he contacted Layla. Layla has been reinvented as an 85-year-old lady, and I really wanted this to show how a vulnerable older person could be taken in by one of these scammers, but this team is just too stupid for words. Hello, he said. How are you doing today? How was your family doing today? And how was the weather conditions over there with you? And you'll have to forgive Layla for sounding like Denise. I don't really do old lady voices, as you've probably realised. Oh, hello. I just turned on the iPad to see if my daughter sent me a message. Yesterday, the weather was cold and wet. It's my pleasure to meet you here. That's very kind of you. Where are you from? I'm in Malvern. Do you know it? No. Where do you live? My name is Christ Van. I'm from Etowah, Tennessee, but currently working under the Evergreen Shipping Company in a rig on oil exploration here in Ukraine High Sea. I'm a sailor engineer by professional. That sounds very difficult. And if the person that you're talking to online tells you who they work for, do your homework. Here's the Evergreen Shipping Line. They're a shipping container company operating in the Far East, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore. They also have branches in Italy and the UK, and their website tells me they operate a modern fleet of container ships. So what services do they offer? The menu tells me about service routes, vessels, container information, tariffs and rates. There's nothing at all on there about operating oil rigs. There is, however, a fraud alert telling you about suspicious emails, suspicious texts, and even suspicious websites. Hello, he said. How are you doing? Wasn't I just talking to you? Or did I get confused? Maybe I was talking to someone else and I just thought I was talking to you. Life can be very confusing sometimes. To which our man replied, Good. Do you have Google Chat or WhatsApp number? Is Google Chat the thing I use with my email when I'm talking to my grandchildren? Send me your email. Oh, don't you want to use chat? I get very confused at my age. And so he gave her his email address. My email, he said. Yes, it does look like an email address. Do you want me to email you? Isn't it easier to talk on here? I get confused by these things. Message me on Google Chat, he commanded. Oh dear, I'm not sure I know what to do. Would you send me a message, please? Oh, do you need my email address? And so she gave him her email address. And, of course, they moved to chat. And over on chat, That man said, "Hello, how are you doing? Hope all's well with you." And he sent her the same photograph of a man that he'd sent to at least one of the other girls. "Hello," said Layla, "I managed to find you." "Oh, really?" said our man. "Oh dear, I thought I had. Do you mean I didn't? What did I do wrong?" she said. Our man disappeared from chat, but reappeared on Facebook. "Hello! You look beautiful in your profile. Please, I don't know what happened to my Gmail. I can't text you on that Gmail again, but I'm trying to get a new Gmail, and I'll text you, okay? Because Gmail do sometimes remove fake accounts when they're reported." "Oh, there you are," said Layla. "I thought I'd done something wrong on chat. How old are you doing?" he asked. "Oh, there you are. I'm 85. And so he gave her yet another email address. "My email. New," he said. "You want me to send you an email? Isn't it quicker to talk on here? I don't look at my email very often. It confuses me. Do you see my message on Google Chat? I thought you said you couldn't use chat. I can't see anything on there. Why do you choose to remain single without a man in your life now?" he asked. "I don't understand what that's got to do with your email address." "Oh, I just read that again. I expect you meant to send it to someone else, didn't you? My husband died 10 years ago. "Hey," he said, "I want to have another Gmail and text you now. Okay? I think I found you," the following morning, having looked on chat, and found his new account, where the previous evening he'd said, "Hello, how you doing, my dear?" "Good morning," said Layla. But our man came back onto Facebook. "I have a new Gmail now," he said. "Oh dear, I'm very confused. I thought you sent me a message on a different Gmail yesterday. Can you send me a new message? And I'll see if I can find it." "Okay, are you still on WhatsApp?" "I will got the new Gmail. Okay," he said. And now you'll realise that our confused man, who very rarely reads what anyone types anyway, just is completely confused. "I don't know what a WhatsApp is. Didn't you message me last night on a new email? Or was I talking to someone else? I think I'm doing this right. This was who I was talking to the first time in chat." And she copied and pasted the first email address. "This is who I was talking to last night. It's the same name as you. Was it someone else? Are you there with me?" he asked. "Oh, hello. What was I doing wrong? Who was I talking to last night on chat?" "I think it's not me," he said, because obviously another member of the team had typed the second email address. "I'll give you a new Gmail, okay? I have a problem with that Gmail. Just block me on that Gmail, okay? And let's talk here." "I don't understand. I'll have to ask one of my grandchildren to tell me what's happening. How can it not be you? And you have a problem with the mail? So tell me, are you married with children or single mum?" "Oh dear, you don't read what I'm saying, do you? Maybe it's not me that's confused. Are you trying to confuse me deliberately because I'm an old lady?" "I can't confuse you, okay?" "But you are confusing me. I know you're old. I'm a single father with 2 lovely daughters. I lost my wife in a car accident over 5 years ago when she was coming from shopping, ? Why are you asking me? Do you think I knew your wife, and you don't believe what you were told about how she died?" So he sent that same photograph of a man with 2 girls. "Well, I will appreciate us being good friends in sincerity and honest, even do we just met. They look like lovely children, but I still don't understand why you're asking me how your wife died." "Yes, I lost my wife. Since I lost my wife some years ago, I have married to my job, just my daughters and I. I'm sorry you don't know how your wife died. That must be very upsetting for you girls. How old are your daughters?" "My wife died in a car accident. 12, they're twins." "That's very sad. I meant sad that your wife had an accident. Your girls look lovely." "Thanks. Have you make friends or date any man working under the United States government before?" "I don't know what you mean." "Do you believe in distance relationship?" "What you talking about now?" "Are you married with children or single mum?" "Oh dear, I thought it was me that was old and forgetful." "Why do you choose to remain single without a man in your life now?" "Oh dear, you really do have memory issues, don't you?" said Layla, because of course he'd asked her both of those before. "I think you should see a doctor." "But if you see an honest man who is looking for an honest, nice and caring woman to marry. Will you accept him as your husband? Where would I see one? So, how will you feel if you get married to a man who already has 2 daughters? I don't understand why you're asking me random questions. There is a man here with 2 daughters. Layla lives in a block of retirement flats. One lives in Malvern and one in Ireland, but I'm not marrying him. He's 97. I'm looking for a nice, caring and trustworthy woman who will love me and my only son, and I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with her forever. Oh dear, don't you want a woman who will love your daughters as well? That seems a bit unkind. Yes, I want a woman, but one that will love your son, not your daughters. What did your daughters do to deserve that? My daughters! I also lost my son. I seek for a serious relationship with you that will lead to us to a fruitful marriage and for a long-term relationship full of love and affection, which was why I wrote you. I think it's appropriate for us to start as friends so we can get to know each other, okay? If your son has gone missing, you should probably go and look for him, because if you don't find him, the woman you find probably won't be able to love him. Okay? Are you there for him? I don't think he'll come here. He doesn't know where I live. Listen to me. I really want to have an honest and sincere relationship with you forever. Okay, dear? I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about. Ha ha ha! I seek for a relationship with you that will lead us to married. Married is good. I was married for over 50 years, you know. He sent another message about his son, which he removed, and I didn't copy quickly enough. But you lost him, added Layla. Yes! So tell, can you be the mother of my 2 daughters forever? Don't worry, I promise to care, love and protect you always when I'm there with you in your country, okay, dear? Oh, now you want me to love your daughters and not your son. You are confusing sometimes. It was a mistake. You want me to love all 3 of them? Asked Layla. So tell me, how will you feel if you be my wife and I will be your husband? And also, I will come to you there in your country so that we can get married to become happy family. I think I'd feel rather surprised, said Layla. Can I see your beautiful picture? He tried. I don't know. Can you? Said Layla. And so he sent 2 photos of a man. And you, he added underneath. No, said Layla. Those are both photographs of you, I think. There will always be a reason why you meet people. Either you need them to change your life, or you're the one that will change theirs. You meet people who forget you. You forget people you meet. But sometimes you meet those people you can't forget. Those are your friends. That's very philosophical. I'll tell you more about the type of person I am. I'm honest, direct, caring, intelligent, giving, adventurous and considerate. I enjoy life, sharing affection, and I'm very passionate. I'm so pleased you think such a lot of yourself, said Layla. I love you, he said. I have that effect on some people. I have to go to bed now. Good night. Okay, take good care of yourself, my love. Have a nice day. I've been working here over 4 years ago, but I have only 1 month left. Hey, how are you doing? Good morning. I don't think you told me what you do. Did you say you're a sailor? I'm an engineer working under the Evergreen Shipping Company in a rig on oil exploration here in Ukraine High Sea. Yes, I am. Oh, I thought you said you're a sailor. I must have got confused. Yes, I am. To love is to share life together, to build special plans just for 2, to work side by side, and then smile with pride as one by one dreams all come true. If you're a sailor, why are you on an oil rig and not on a ship? She asked. Our man tried replying to himself, the bit where he'd said, my name is Chris Vam, and from Etowah, Tennessee, and added a question mark. Why are you talking to yourself? Asked Layla. This is so confusing. Lead it well, he said. I told you that I work under the Evergreen Shipping Company. I'm so confused, he said, sending a laughing face. Yes, you said you work under the shipping company. You said you work on an oil rig. And you said, yes, I am, when I asked if you're a sailor. So if you're a sailor, which you said, yes, you are, why are you on an oil rig? Look, I think I've managed to copy what you said. Let's see if I've done it right. And she copied the bit where he'd said, working under the Evergreen Shipping Company in a rig on oil exploration, and am a sailor engineer by professional. You definitely said you work for the shipping company. You're a sailor, and you're on an oil rig. Yes! I think you don't know anything about my work, he tried. Oh, I thought you said you're a sailor. I must have got confused. And she copied the bit where he'd said, Yes, I am. I'm so tired, he tried. And in reply to him saying, Yes, I think you don't know anything about my work, Layla's account said, No, that's why I'm asking you. Are you a sailor on a ship, or are you on an oil rig? And I said Layla's account, for a reason. OK, let's forget about it, he said. Are you tired because you can't remember if you're on a ship or an oil rig? Oil rig, he said. If you go outside, you'll probably be able to see. OK, so you aren't a sailor. Why did you say, Yes, I am, when I asked? To which our man replied, Yes, my dear. As in, no, I'm not a sailor. So why did you tell me you are? Sorry. What's your time now? Sorry that you lied about what you do. Yes. OK. What else have you lied about? Nothing. What's your time? And then Layla's daughter took over. This is Layla's daughter typing. I've come to visit her. It's 1:45. Why are you lying to my mother? What else have you lied to her about? I don't understand. You lied about being a sailor. What else have you lied about? Our man sent a garbled message that meant nothing, which he unsent, adding underneath, I said nothing, my dear. Stop typing rubbish and answer the question, please. What else have you lied to my mother about? Nothing else. Are you 100% sure you didn't lie about who you work for? No. Because I can use Google, unlike my mother, and the Evergreen Shipping Company don't have oil rigs, do they? I seek for her, he said. So who do you really work for? As in, really, honestly, I'm not lying, work for. Our man finished his sentence. Serious relationship with your mum. Not happening, said Layla's daughter, unless you stop lying to her. Who do you really work for? Hey, look, I don't have your time, OK? Who do you really work for? That's your last chance. If you won't tell me honestly, I'll block you so you can't talk to my mother again. Why ask? I don't talk to a stranger like you. Go ahead, my dear. OK, I'll block your account so you can't talk to my mother again. It was a really easy question to answer, so she knows you're honest. But you can't stop lying, can you? Poor mum, she's very upset now. Go ahead, he said. And so, Layla's daughter blocked our man. I hope you enjoyed this tale of a very mixed up team of scammers who I sincerely hope never managed to scam anyone. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do. Please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.